Yeah, what's up, guys? So yeah, let's get into the market. It's 12:37 today. I'm feeling a bit ill, so gonna have to bear with me. Okay, let's go into the news. So we always start off with dollar stands firm with Fed decision in focus. Dollar edges higher ahead of Federal Reserve statement. USD CAD markets eye CPI over from FOMC meeting. Aussie yawns as CPI beats forecast. Dollar up boosted by plunge in Chinese shares. Caution ahead of Fed decision. Okay, so dollars up. That's what I'm getting. USD JPY price retest previous low at 109 level. US dollar falls with the US yields. US MXN tests its 200-day moving average ahead of OFMC decision. Oh, okay, so go on Forex Factory. So we have an OFMC decision by the USA. But it's at 7 p.m., so there's nothing I need to worry about. I don't trade at 7 p.m. So yeah, let's look into the. Wait, what time does the New York session actually start? Hold on. It starts at 1 o'clock. Starts at 1 o'clock. That's summertime, right? And then in winter time it starts at 2 o'clock. Interesting. Okay. But then you have to also remember the stock market in the US um opens at stock market in the US opens at 9:30 a.m. Okay, let's get into this. Cool. As always, mark the horizontal line. Put another horizontal line here because it made its own support here. What I'll do, I'll mark that red, and then I'll mark this one here blue. So that's the weekly. Maybe I should do the same thing on DXY. Okay, DXY I've already done that one, which is good, so I don't need to redo it, thank God. GBP so it's consolidating right now between this top, this bottom, this top, this bottom. The wick closed, the wick went past it. It kind of looks like it's going up. Looks like it wants to low-key touch that region maybe. Let's go to the daily, see if we can see anything else. Yeah, look, it's boom, touch, touch. There's a little resistance, a little support zone here. 1, 2, consolidated around here, then broke all the way down, reached this level here, broke past it, went up, then went all the way down, broke past this support, went all the way up to this area here. Let's go into that area, 139. Interesting. Yeah, so look, cause there's something going to happen here definitely, which is good. Yeah, you can see it got touched once, touched twice, and then also 39's a whole number, right? It's a whole number, so there's something happening here. Looks like it touched it and then reversed. I don't see any patterns. All I just see is a typical kind of resistance. So it's climbing up a little bit. Um, um, what I want to do, what I want to see maybe is, okay, look, 138 is right there. 138 is right there, so I think I'll mark another horizontal rate for 138. Maybe I might draw a rectangle. Draw that. And obviously draw this. So look, touch, broke through, went through all this area. So I think it faked people out. Yeah, it faked people out. So if it was gonna go down, came back in. You know what? I've realized that happened to me when I was backtesting. If you watch backtesting 2 GBP USD, you'll see this happened to me. I think it's backtesting 2, backtesting 3. So that was a fake out. Went here, then it broke out. It was a fake out. Came back in. I think gathered liquidity and then broke out again to reach this area here. So you have to be kind of careful when any potential breakouts hit. Broke out, reached this level. Yeah, right now it's just a waiting game, to be honest, just to see what's gonna happen. I have to be careful because look how this broke out. It broke out and then it came back in. I like the zone to zone strategy, definitely. Maybe you could have caught, I don't know, maybe you could have caught around maybe 25 pips, which isn't bad. JTech profits only catches around 10 pips a day. So one 138, 139. There's no news on GBP USD or GBP, and there's no news on USD or GBP, so there's nothing to worry about at the moment. Yeah, it's just kind of all a waiting game. Maybe I might add an alert here. Let's put another horizontal right here. One more. 85. Because that's a midpoint between those two. Maybe I'll make it thinner. I mean, I could do like a small trade from like here to here. I could do that. I really could do that. I think that would be what, 10 pips? 12 pips. However, I'd want to see it maybe like break below here to confirm to me. But then if I'm getting in at market price, don't know how that would mess me up. What the spread saying for GBP anyway? It's just simple as is it? Do I feel like it's breaking out for a buy or breaking out for a sell? What level do I think it's going to? I need to watch out for fake outs as well. GBP USD has fake outs. We'll wait till 1:30, see what momentum comes about. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on this. GBP, JPY, what's going on here? The thing is with GBP, JPY, it's a funny pair because I don't really I make more money from GBP USD. GBP, JPY, I still haven't figured it out yet. Still one of those funny pairs. One five six. 156. One, two. Okay, that's in 2016. Yeah, that's an important area. It's a very important area. Daily. 148. We'll put that as like a major resistance on the daily chart. 148. But the thing is, it didn't want to reach 148. It wanted to reach here, so we'll put it where the wicks are, or just above the wick. And then you kind of see here there was a kind of trend line going on. Broke past the trend line, go back in here. However, look at this, look at this. Look at this. back of this as well. This is on the daily chart. So look, this was the trend line. It broke out, corrected itself, came back in the trend line, and then broke out of this falling wedge, as you can see. It's a falling wedge, so falling wedge is telling us it's going up. So I'm assuming it's trying to reach these levels, right? 1, 2, and 3. So that would mean I'm betting against the Japanese yen. Let's check GBP odd. GBP odd is going up. That's a big push. Big push. You can see it on all time frames. What happened there? So it broke out of this level. Broke out of this level. Okay, before we go into that, let's finish watching what GBP, JPY. I've noticed with GBP, JPY, it does like these wedge patterns. It either likes a rising wedge or a falling wedge. One of the two. I mean, you could have made money here, definitely. Could have made money. But one thing I always say that I agree with majority of the best traders is take your first profit. Do not wait. Take your first profit. You don't want the trade reversing on you. That would have been a nice, how many pips? Even though it was a correction and it wasn't the right thing. It was 100 pips. 100 pips is how much? That's £100 on a 0.01 lot size, right? Let's check that out. 100 pips. 0.1 lot size, sorry. Like 100 times 1. $100. And on a standard lot size, that would have been $1,000 times 1,000. Yeah. Vice versa. You get the gist. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, this is why it's important not to stick to a bias and not always want to be right. It's just about the market telling you what to do. The market tells you what to do, even though you feel like, yeah, I'm right. The market tells you what to do. So I'm seeing on a 4-hour an interesting candle. It looks like it wants to push up even more, to be honest. It looks like the momentum isn't completely finished. I don't know how far it will go up. It does look like it wants to go up more. Let's see what GBP/USD is doing. What I'll do is I'm slightly impatient. The thing is, okay, it's going up, went down, going up, went down. GBP JPY is strong on a bullish move, but Japanese yen is a very, very strong currency. You can't forget that. You cannot forget that at all. Let's look at GBP order. I mean, I should definitely keep my eye on GBP JPY. Never know what may happen. So the GBP order. Put 1-9. Damn, it broke out of this area. It's definitely trying to reach that area right there. Okay. I should do this though. Don't forget about this trend line going on here. Make it orange. Let's not forget that. And it's meeting legit the mid-level of this area here, of this symmetrical triangle. That's a good sign. It's definitely going to touch that 1.9 area, 100%. We can put like maybe a little horizontal line here, 185. Touched here, broke out. It's gonna reach that level 100%. How many pips is that? Wow, that's a lot of pips. That is a lot of pips. You know what? I wouldn't be. There's a few trades I can take here. The thing is, before what I've been doing 0.05 lot size on just GBP USD, so it kind of takes me out of certain trades. So it's not good. I don't get to trade everything. But I do, before we go on to the analysis again, I really do like the pairs I'm trading. DXY, okay, DXY I don't trade it, but it's just like a confluence. It's just a confluence one. Gold is a confluence one as well. I do plan on trading it. US oil, that is a commodity. It's probably like the first biggest commodity. GBP USD is the main one out of the GBP pairs. GBP JPY. That's Japanese yen, Great British Pound, GBP AUD, Australian dollar, GBP CAD, Canadian dollar. Yeah, that's a lot of pips. I could ride that to this trend line. Sorry, to this line here. Because Look on the daily chart. GBP is strong as a whole. Strong against the US dollar, but it's kind of being pushed down. Strong against GBP JPY. And then the candles tell you everything, to be fair. Look, it's very strong against the Japanese yen. Against the US dollar, it's strong, but there's still US selling pressure. GBP AUD, very strong. Very strong. And then GBP CAD kind of went down a little bit. But GBP pairs are quite interesting, definitely. And I think it's beneficial considering, living in the UK, you understand the news a lot more in the country. So yeah, 4-hour chart, some selling pressure from AUD. It's kind of reached a little peak here, but we'll wait till market opens to see what happens. But I 100% do believe it's going to reach this 1.9 area. My stop loss would probably be below this high it made for itself. Let's look at GBP USD again. 1.385 mid level, 1.39 top, 1.38 bottom. One broke out on there, came down. There's a lot of strong selling pressure. I think this must be a lot of pips. Yeah, it's like 30 pips between. So look, it touched here, broke out of this area, came down, blasted through down here, came up again, blasted through up all the way here, came down, boom, created a lower high, came down, came up, bounced off this area, came down, came up, bounced off this area, and it's coming down now. So my bias, if I was to have a bias, I believe it's going down. I would believe it's going down. And then look, the blue line's underneath the red line as well, on the 1 minute chart. So I would have a sell bias, definitely, and maybe ride it down to the 1.385 region. But the thing is, the reason why I'm a bit skeptical is because GBP is doing well on all pairs. So let's see how DXY is doing. Okay. It's all a waiting game now, so I'm going to wait maybe 10 minutes and then we'll get into what's going on. And then I'll make the trades with a 0.01 lot size on GBP or GBP, JPY and GBP USD. Yeah, we'll wait. I'm going to pause the video right about now. Okay, what's up guys? Yeah, cool, we're here. So as we can see, there's a bit of momentum going on. We can see USD kind of pushing down, but there's some buying pressure from GBP. GBP JPY. Let's look at GBP JPY. So I think this is gonna go up even higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set an alert. Once per bar close, that's fair. By GBP JPY, and then I'll ride it to the trend line. Sorry, I'll ride it to wherever. It's fair. I think it's too high. Doesn't look too high. Then as for this one, and then once per bar close, sell, back to falling wedge. What time frame was this falling wedge seen on the daily? Interesting. But yeah, and then GBP odd, yeah, GBP odd, I have no doubt is gonna touch that area, no doubt. Yeah, I'll buy in right now for GBP odd. That's weird. Where's GBP odd? Look at GBP odd. Yeah, I'll hold that. Yeah, it's pushing up. GBP's been very, very strong. GBP's been very, very strong. Where my stop loss will be. Look how well GBP is doing against Oh look, this is a definite trend line. Definite. You know what? I'm gonna buy GBP CAD as well. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. But it's on the 15-minute. Maybe I jumped in too quick. Did I jump in too quick? Maybe I did. I could have jumped in maybe too quick. GBP USD. Pressure strong for GBP USD. USD is very strong. As for JPY, yeah, I've got the thing, but I'm very confident with GBP odd. I do believe it's gonna touch that resistance point. I do believe that. My stop loss will be maybe below here. $3.7. I don't want to watch it too much. But yeah, let me put my stop loss here. I think that's fair. If it closes below here, I'll put so broke out. Touch this area. Yeah. You have to allow for some drawdown. Definitely. And the reason I put it here, look, this is why I put it here. This is a resistance point, right? So if it goes below here and it closes below here, then I'll definitely sell. But for now, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna be in drawdown quite a bit, but as for GBP CAD, I think I rushed in on this because I'm trading off a 15-minute, 5-minute trend line, which is not what I should be doing. Look, the real trend line is here. It's making you think it's going up, but it's not. I'm gonna cut my losses. Yeah, I'm gonna cut my losses with this. And then not only that, look at this. It broke out, came here. It makes you think it's creating a trend line, but it's not. That is not a trend line. I'm gonna close this position. But then again, it's just the reason why. Yeah, look at that. It's going down. Let's look at GBP ORD, see what GBP ORD is doing. GBP ORD is slightly going up. It's not doing exactly what I want it to, but it's slightly going up, which is a positive. GBP USD, let's see what GBP USD is doing. 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. Okay. It's rejected this area twice. Rejected this area twice. The thing is, I don't think it's purposely trying to do that. I feel like it's still trying to get up. Let's wait. GBP, JPY, nothing. GBP CAD. This is on a 1 hour chart that I spotted the ascending triangle, and that would have been a nice, I'm guessing 10 pips. Nah, 25 maybe, even more than that. You know what? Something's making me think this was not really a trend line. I think maybe this may have been a falling wedge. It could have been a falling wedge, possibly. Touch, touch, broke out. And I know what falling wedges are. Falling wedges going up. So we have the pattern going up. We know GBP is doing well. So maybe I jumped the gun here. So I may try get in again. May. I mean, if you bought in here, you were good. You took your money at the first hurdle. You took 50% of the profit at the first hurdle, which is good. I'll wait a little bit, see what else it does. Let's look at GBP USD. USD is pushing down. It's very strong against GBP. The way it's looking on the 4-hour chart, it looks like it wants to get to this area here. It's just the only thing that's stopping it is the GBP pressure. But the US dollar is stronger right now. Japanese yen. I think GBP's lost its steam. Now it's gone, yeah. It's lost its steam against all the pairs. Now all the pairs are doing what they want. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take my loss. No, but then my stop loss is here. CPIMM. Yeah, I should have stayed out of CAD. So maybe I'll just stay out of CAD for now. GBP is going down. GBP AED went down. Where's my stop loss? I think it's a bit too big, isn't it? Really, it should be this area, right? Maybe in this area. It needs to be an area of structure or something where somewhere there is respected. So I'd say this area maybe. If it closes below this area, just above here, look. I'll tell you why. Number 1, number 2, number 3. broke out, came back down, broke out, kind of settled here, touched there. Yeah, this area.
What's it gonna be?
Look at that reversal, so quick. So GBP is strong right now. I want to be careful against USD. And JPY I want to be careful, but with AUD I'm quite confident with this pair. Can maybe even move my stop loss higher. If it goes below this area here, it's right this area, and I'll tell you why. Number one. Number two, if it goes below this area here, then it's ridiculous. I should really cut my losses if it goes past this area here. So look, pushing up. GBP, JPY, GBP, USD. Let's wait. The thing is, USD and JPY are very, very strong currencies. So I can understand why big moves are not made from them. I can understand why the big moves are more made from like GBP AUD and maybe like GBP CAD as well, and all these other pairs. But let's see what went on today. This is the most important inflation-related release due to its earliness and broad scope. This is among the few non-seasonally adjusted numbers reported on the calendar, as it's the calculation most commonly reported. Consumer prices account for the majority of the overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead to central bank to raise interest rates out of respect of their inflation containment mandate. The consumer price index rose 3.1% on a year-to-year basis, down. Anyway, I don't need to read CAD. It's just I do want to buy into it, but I don't know if the news is good or bad for CAD. I mean, if it's bad for CAD, then that would mean that GBP would shoot up. That's what it would mean. Yeah. And let me not bet against GBP CAD at the moment. GBP AUD, I've moved my stop loss high, so if it goes below this low, then I'll definitely take my loss. GBP USD, still being funny. GBP JPY. Let's see what happens. Don't want to look too much towards GBP odd. I've got my stop loss. It will tell me when to take my stop loss. GBP USD. No, I don't think I want to do that. GBP JPY. I'm just watching GBP JPY just in case.
That guy's an asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy into GBP JPY. Gonna buy into GBP JPY. I want to see it close above the thing first. Trick me. In that case, I may as well take a sell. That's a very, very strong candle. Okay, interesting. I think the drawdown's just quite big. I can close my position. Maybe it is trying to break out. I don't need to look at GBP what I've got my stop loss. GBP JPY is climbing up. GBP USD.
just gonna rest my head for a bit because I didn't get any good sleep last night, and I was literally been up since 6. So just gonna rest my head.
Okay, GBP JPY doesn't want to budge, so I'm not gonna force it. So I'll just leave it. GBP USD doesn't want to budge either, so I'm gonna leave it. GBP ORD. Looks like GBP CAD's kind of breaking up, so you know what? I could buy into GBP CAD, possibly. Gasoline prices increase at a slow rate. Shelter costs continue to rise. Prices for fresh vegetables fall for the fourth consecutive month. Consumers pay less for beef and more for chicken year over year. So that's good, 3.1%. 3.6% gain in May as a result of price increase in June 2020. Base year effects had a downward impact on consumer inflation, contributing to the slowdown in June 2021. Excluding gasoline, CPI rose 2.2% year over year. I don't want to get a bit into JPY. Look what JPY is doing. USD is also a bit funny. Odd. I've got my stop loss, so I shouldn't be worried. Can hold that. So yeah, I don't need to be worried. So I'll just close this trade if it does go below here. Let's put it a bit. It's a bit too tight. Let's put it here. Goes below here. GBP CAD. A lot of Japanese yen pressure. I need a good risk management plan. It means the Japanese yen must be weak. Yep, take my losses. Yep. I think I'm gonna leave today. I'm gonna walk away from the markets today. That's me done, guys. See you guys in a bit. Yep, I will see you guys in a bit.